Hip hop says you don't stop.
He's just one man, don't make him sound like a goddamn army.
Crying out the blues.
Yo, it's Tone Starks, the dawn, the face of a killer. The voice of the past and presence, I speak thrillers, rock a purple robe. Crusted with 24 karat gold. The chain is chunky like the neck of a monkey.
Hey, what's up? Hey, it's Kasha from Hip Hop Says and Definition TV. Guys, you just came off the stage. Tell me how you're feeling.
I'm feeling great. It was great energy out there. It was real good energy. And, everything was just, Mobb Deep came and killed it. It was ridiculous. So it was like, I can't even complain.
Yeah, how about you?
Everything was great, I was blessed with this opportunity, you know what I mean? It was just a beautiful thing. I felt good out there. We got a chance to, vibe out on the Shook One song with Mobb Deep. It was great, you know what I mean? It was really fantastic.
Tell me, I mean, you're the part of the most, known group, Wu-Tang Clan. So how does that make you feel to be, one of the most recognized people in the hip-hop culture industry as well? How does it feel?
No, I just feel blessed. I feel good at the same time. And I give all praises due to the Most High for allowing me to be in the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At this day and time to be part of something that was so great. You know what I'm saying? But then to come overseas and to receive that love, probably even more love, you know what I mean, is incredible within itself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We come from the streets, you know what I mean? A lot of poverty going on, a lot of killings, and to be able to be fortunate to make it up out of that place to go across the water to wherever you name it, overseas, London or Amsterdam, Prague, wherever. And we grew from music. We loved it to rap. That was first.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It was that. We listened to a lot of old. When we was coming up, there was a lot of other groups. It was a lot of good groups back then before we even came out that we admired. You know what I mean? And then before that, there was like, Sugar Hill Gang and all that. You know what I mean? Kool Herc and all these names. You know what I mean? So it was like those the first records that we was playing in our living room. You know what I mean? But as time went on, you just became part of the art form. You know what I mean? You wanted to rhyme. You wanted to be an MC. You know what I mean? But then in the 90s, you know what I mean, we formed a group, and we didn't know what was going to happen, but we just know that we was going to make noise. At least I knew it. At least I knew it, you know what I mean? And then the stories we tell is just not individuals, you know what I mean? So each person has a story to tell, you know what I mean? And that's what the world have received at that time. Like I just told a dude out there, what's his name from Group Home that was with Gangstar, the little short guy. You know what I mean? Yeah, Lil Dad. You know what I mean? These niggas is wild and shit. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's man shit. You know what I'm saying? So I can't fuck with these niggas, man. You know what I mean? Nah, he know what I mean. I ain't mean it like that. I just told him, man, I said everything was timing. Everything is timing. You know what I mean? Like, for the Wu to come out at that time, it was perfect timing. Everything is timing. Yeah. Maybe if we would have came right now, we wouldn't have been seen or heard probably. You know what I mean? So everything was timing for that, like that. Everything. So and that was it. So that was the answer to your question that you asked before.
Okay, yeah. So what would you say is like a definition of hip hop for you in terms of, what you did before, what you can see throughout the years, what has changed in the culture and, with people and the mentality and everything? Like, what would you say is definition of hip hop for you?
I don't know. The definition of hip hop for me is Wu-Tang, because it doesn't get no better than Wu-Tang. You know what I mean? We take care of all topics. We give you all topics. There's no there's nothing we miss, you know what I mean? So if you see something, we've already did it. 9 times out of 10, they've watched us do it, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, we're always, you know, trying to perfect hip hop to its highest form because she's so, you know, perfection, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, it's always great to perform hip hop, you know what I mean?
Definitely. Ghost?
I mean, the definition of hip hop, yeah, it's a combination of things. You know what I mean? Like you said, he said originality. Yeah, the way you talk, the way you speak. You know what I mean? The way you dress. You know what I mean? Creativity, the way you think, your slang. You know what I mean? Hip hop to me is just life itself. You know what I mean? It's just hip hop. You know what I mean? Because this is something we don't wake up trying to do. I don't try to be hip hop. Hip hop is already in us. It's in all of us. You know what I mean? Because there's something hip about you. Something hip about him. Like, you know what I mean? Regardless of how your swag is or whatever, it's a hip thing. It's a hip thing. You know what I mean? So so hip hop is really basically everything. You know what I mean? In a nutshell.
The reason why I'm here is because of you guys. So, you know, I think that's why hip hop is beautiful. It's a beautiful culture. All right, cheers, guys. Thank you so much for the interview.